Hello everyone, welcome to the next video on the development environment at Rapidminer. To come to this video, you should have downloaded Rapidminer, installed it correctly, and of course double-clicked on the icon to open this view. You may find a welcome screen, just click on Start a Blank Process and you will come to this screen. Okay, now, like most software these days, Rapidminer, of course, has the same look and feel. You will find on the top left corner, you will find a menu, a list, and if you click on File, you will see you can start a new process. You can open existing processes, import data, export processes, print, etc., etc. There are also some more functions that you can do, like processes, run the process, pause, stop, validate, etc. Yeah. We will get into the details of these later, but just to familiarize yourself, you have on the top left corner a menu. You also have some buttons right underneath over there. These buttons are your typical buttons. For example, create an empty process, open an existing one, save. These two buttons are important. This one is play or execute an existing process. Once you've designed the process, you can execute the process from here. And the next one is actually very important. If you're running a process which, for whatever reason, is not executing or it's taking too long and you want to stop the execution of the process, this is the button that you need to click. It's currently not active, primarily because we don't have a process that is being executed. The next set of buttons have to do with the views. So we have design, we have results, turbo prep, and auto model. Most of the time we will be working in the design view. This is where we will be calling different kinds of operators to design the process that we need. If you click on results, you will get a blank screen because we haven't designed any process yet, so that's why we don't have any results. Turbo prep and the auto model are slightly more advanced, and we will use it once we have some models that we've already designed. Yeah, let's go back to the design view and complete our familiarization with the environment. The next set of things that you should know about in this environment is the repository. Not surprisingly, the repository is where you deposit all your data, all your process information, etc. Now, increasingly, we work in a shared environment, in a cloud environment, so you can connect directly with the cloud. Currently, I'm not connected to any cloud, that's why it's disconnected. We will use a local repository to store our data. As you can see, Rapidminer also provides a lot of samples. We will call upon some of these samples to do some more analysis later on, but right now, if you just click on samples, you will see there are some data, there are some process templates, etc., which are available, which can be useful later on. Yeah. Okay. The next set that you should know of are the operators. Now, this is clearly one of the most important sections that you should be mindful of. Yeah. The operators are essentially, like I was mentioning in my previous video, these are essentially the instructions that you will call upon to execute in Rapidminer. So for example, let's start with the first one. We have data access. You can see there are 53 operators under data access already. So for instance, you may want to read a new file based on a CSV format. In case you do not know what a CSV, you can see that there's a read Excel file over here. Yeah. The way Rapidminer works, and this is why one of the reasons why it's so interesting to use Rapidminer, is you simply drag and drop this operator onto your canvas. Yeah. As you can see, all I did was I dragged and dropped read Excel, the operator, into my canvas, and then I can move it around and I can connect things from the input to the output, and that is how Rapidminer will work. Yeah, you can of course move this as well. You can move this around in your canvas, and you can get other things in your canvas as well. Yeah. Let's delete it for now. So if you just click on it and click delete, then it's out. Yeah. So as you can see, when it comes to reading different forms of data, you have different formats that Rapidminer can read from. It can read from an URL, an SPSS file, data file, different kinds of databases that you can connect Rapidminer to. Yeah. The other thing, of course, is that you can connect to other data sets, cloud storage, variety of other things already in data access. Right now, I will show perhaps one more thing as part of the introduction. I'll show this one, which is around modeling. The other interesting thing why Rapidminer is so useful and friendly to use is, once again, a lot of the predictive modeling, the algorithms, if you may, are already designed into Rapidminer. So for example, you have the data, you may want some kind of a Bayesian modeling. You can simply drag and drop this model onto your canvas. You can drag and drop the data onto your canvas, and then of course you can create your own process like this. I'm just giving you an example. This obviously doesn't have any data in the background, but this is exactly how your logic will flow, and this is what we will be developing in the coming videos. Yeah. In the operators, let me just delete all of this. So you can select both of these operators together like this, and if you click delete, it's gone. Yeah. Okay. The next thing that I want to show you, and this is very important under operators, is you can simply search for operators just by typing in some of the keywords. For example, we are interested in searching for operators that have Excel in it. So if you just type Excel, you will see you have these operators that have anything to do with Excel, which is read CSV is also a format of Excel, read Excel with format, as well as outputs, which is write Excel. Yeah. Similarly, if you are looking for different kinds of models, so for example, we were looking for Bayesian modeling, you can see that you can have different kinds of Bayesian modeling where, yep, under predictive, you can see these are the different kinds of Bayesian modeling. Bayesian modeling is nothing but conditional modeling that you can already find just by searching. So the search functionality for operators is also very important. The last thing that I quickly want to show you under operators is extensions. Currently in this version that I'm using, I already have 87 extensions that I have downloaded, or some of them are already previously there. I was doing some work earlier on text analysis, so that's why I have some text analysis extension which is already downloaded. But the good news is that you can of course download other extensions. There's a whole lot of there's a very large ecosystem for Rapidminer that you can use to download different extensions. How do you do that? If you go click on extensions on the top on the menu, you will see there is a marketplace. So if you click on the marketplace, um, you will come to the Rapidminer marketplace, and then you can, right now, since I'm just giving you an idea, I'm not going to search for anything. Let's just see top downloads, which are the most commonly downloaded extensions. It's taking a little bit of time. As you can see, these are some of the extensions. These are the top downloaded extensions. So I have previously used the text processing extension. That's why it's already up to date. I have used the alien text analysis extension as well, and that's why it's downloaded. Just so that you know, yes, I'm sure Python scripting. So you can of course export. You can of course call in a Python script into your process, and you can see that there is a Python scripting extension which helps you connect it to Python as well. I'm sure there are other extensions as well that you will find useful when you start using Rapidminer. But just to give you an idea, these are some of the extensions that you can use, and the extensions come over here. These extensions are from Rapidminer, from third-party providers, from a variety of people who use the Rapidminer marketplace. The next screen that you should be aware of is the one over here, the bottom. I have currently deactivated it, or I think it's deactivated by default, but this is where the most commonly or used or recommended operators typically are recommended by Rapidminer. If I were to activate the wisdom of the crowd, it'll essentially tell me, okay, if I'm trying to do something, let's say risk analysis, it'll say other people have used these operators to do different kinds of risk analysis, and you may find it useful. But currently I'm just kept it switched off because it's simpler to begin like that. Yeah. The next section that you should be aware of are the parameters. Not surprisingly, the parameters clearly refer to the parameters of the operator. So let's go back to our Excel, read Excel operator. Let's drag and drop our read Excel operator, and you will see the parameters change because these parameters are now about this particular operator. So for example, where will I find the Excel file, which sheet, sheet number, cell range, etc., etc. And you can find all the details of these parameters over here. Yeah. Each operator clearly has its own set of parameters, and we will get into that later on. But the key thing to keep in mind over here right now is the parameters clearly refer to the parameters of the operator. Last but not least, we also have a help section. Again, the help also clearly refers to help for the operator. In this case, we have a read Excel operator, and that's why the help is also about read Excel. So what is the synopsis? What is the description? It'll tell us what kind of input we can expect, output, etc., etc. Yeah. The help is also very useful, especially when you're starting out. The help is often very useful. So I'll keep it on for now. But as you become more used to it, you may simply want to cut this out and keep your parameters extend your parameters window over here. Yeah. So that's in a nutshell the outline of the Rapidminer environment. In the next video, we will start using this environment to design some simple processes.